Welcome to the 11 p.m. hour here on HSN. My name's Adam, your host. Let me show you some before and afters. Let me show you some proven results. Sheila lost 30 pounds in 6 months. Yep, there's the before, the after. How did she do it? She did it with Nutrisystem. She did it with no counting. She did it with no guesswork. She didn't have to worry about a load of prep work either. She didn't have to start adding things up, doing math. Here's Tracy. She lost 30 pounds in 8 months. Look at the before and the after. The confidence, the smile, the elation, the excitement. Here's Samantha. Samantha lost 38 pounds in 5 months. Maybe it's to go to that reunion or to that birthday or to that wedding celebration. Nutrisystem gives you the tools, gives you the perfectly proportioned food to get the results that you want. I'm really excited because we're going to talk to some guests tonight, men and women, just like Ken, who lost 65 pounds in 11 months. The difference is palpable. You can see it, you can feel it. It's a real game changer. All right, with that being said, we are going to get started and tell you about our Nutrisystem ready to go for summer. It's a 20-day configuration. 20-day, it's a month, so 4 weeks, 5 days a week, weekends off. That's why it's called 20 days, but of course that really equals a whole month's worth of food. We're gonna talk breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks, perfectly portioned, ready to go, pantry ready, flavors that we love, the foods that we crave, and success. Success because for well over 4 decades, Nutrisystem has been the proven leader when it comes to following the science to getting great results. I want to introduce you to our special guest. She is a sensational medical broadcast journalist. Kat Carney is going to be here telling us her story, telling us her personal experience and what she's been through and what she found when she tried Nutrisystem. Kat, first of all, welcome to the show. I am over the moon that I get to be with you tonight. Kat, obviously you and I were talking about it on the phone. You credit the success all to Nutrisystem, right?
It's all to Nutrisystem. Everything that you're seeing there in front of you is what I was eating to lose the weight. And you know what, Adam? I hit my weight loss goal 16 years ago on Nutrisystem.
And it shows you that it's never, ever, ever the wrong time to start. So, Kat, let's kind of dig in because we're at that kind of point now in time. We're in May. We might have a vacation coming up. We might have a summer wedding coming up. We want some results and we want them quickly. Why is this 20-day system a good idea?
Well, 20 days is really good. 4 weeks is perfect because those of us who carry excess weight, we didn't put it on overnight. So you know what? You're not going to take it off overnight. And what Nutrisystem does is it says, we're going to give you your favorite foods. We're going to give it to you in perfect portions, and we're going to take the weight off safely in a way that you can sustain it because now you're learning how to eat. So you really do need a month to give your body a chance to go, wow, what's going to happen when I'm in this program?
I think for a lot of us though, Kat, we've tried lots of diets in the past and we get kind of a little bit, I suppose, skeptical. So many diets require so much hard work. We're counting this, we're doing the math, we don't like the taste, we don't like the food. I mean, isn't that where it begins? If you're doing a diet and you don't even like the way it tastes, you're not gonna wanna continue doing it.
100%. And one of the reasons I didn't like the food on other diet programs is because I can't cook. So I wasn't even making good food. So I had a problem there. I also found it to be too complicated. As you mentioned, I'm a career broadcast journalist. So my life was always really, 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 really busy. And I don't remember a time growing up that I was so-called normal weight. I was always, you know, that kid who couldn't buy the boots that zip over the calves. Like as an adult, I would go into a store and just, you know, cross my fingers and kind of pray that I could find something that fit. And look at that picture there on the left, those green pants that I'm wearing. I still have those exact pants right here. Wow. These are the pants that I was wearing right before I went on the Nutrisystem program. I have carried these pants now for over 16 years because I can now stand in one leg of these pants.
Wow, that's good. And that must make you feel just so accomplished, right? Because you wanted to tackle it and you did it, you achieved it, right?
I did, and I was that person who thought that I could never achieve it. I told myself that I was big bone, that my metabolism was slow, that, this was just the size I was meant to be. But those are lies that we tell ourselves. If you're watching this right now and that's what you think, there's a whole different world out there for you if you just give Nutrisystem a try. And you're going to be eating, look at those foods. Adam, that food in front of you is spectacular. Cookies, chocolate bars, pizza, pasta, popcorn, all the things that we know and love, but just in perfect portions. And I promise I didn't plan all that alliteration with all those P's, but it's there.
I love it. I love it. It was wondrous as you were doing it. The truth is, to Kat's point, it's exactly that. It is the flavors we love. I have a full menu here, and I'll just read a few. I remember breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. Apple Strudel Bar, apple walnut oatmeal, BBQ Seasoned Chicken, Bean Bolognese, beans and ham soup, Biscotti Bites, Blueberry Muffin, cheese puffs, Chicken Alfredo, Chicken Edamame Power Bowl, Chicken Pasta Parmesan, chili with beans, chocolate chip cookies, chocolate chunk cookie, chocolate peanut butter bar, chocolatey pretzel bar, cinnamon bun bar, fudge graham lunch bar, double chocolate muffin. It goes on and on and on. When you think about it, as I read those to you, what weight loss program have you been on where you could eat those items before? Either one of those items, let alone all of them. Because for so many weight loss programs, they're really strict, they're really rigid. They certainly don't give you weekends off like Nutrisystem does. So, Kat, I think that, well, first of all, let me do this. When you think of Nutrisystem, I think there's a name and a face that we associate so much so, and that is, of course, world-famous Marie Osmond. Marie Osmond's story has resonated over many, many years and continues to resonate today. She credits her weight loss to Nutrisystem. Let's take a listen to Marie herself.
Today could be the day that changes everything for you. The day you decide to take control and empower yourself to get healthy and finally take care of you.
50 pounds in 5 months, and Kat, that story, that visual, the powerful testimony from Marie continues to resonate today.
And it does because, Marie's a working mom and we know she's a celebrity, but motherhood doesn't know that you're a celebrity. You still have things that you need to do. She has a very busy job, and she was someone who struggled with weight because when we're carrying excess weight, it's a very isolated, very sometimes lonely place, and we think we don't know what to do. Marie was watching TV. She saw a Nutrisystem presentation and said, you know what? I'm going to give it a try. And at the time, she was on that dancing show. So dancing was her cardio of choice. And she was able to lose the weight and keep the weight off. I'm someone who's always loved weight loss transformations. I love before and afters. And I never thought that I could actually be one, much less be one 16 years later. If you're at home and you're thinking, can I transform my life? Can I transform my body? Can I do it? I'm here to tell you that you can. You can be like Laura, who lost 30 pounds in 6 months. You can be like some of these people that you're seeing if you just make the decision today to say, you know what? I'm going to give Nutrisystem a try. And you know what, Adam, for some people who have 130 pounds to lose, they might think, wow, well, what's 30 pounds? Or what's 20 pounds, like Cheryl lost? But you know what? That's a significant amount of weight. That is a significant improvement in your health. And when we go on some of these other programs, sometimes we can't even lose a pound. Look at Mike, who lost 65 pounds in 2 years. And a man is only going to stay on a weight loss program for 2 years if the food tastes good. And trust me, the food tastes delicious. Look at Brittany, 83 pounds in 10 months. I bet people around her don't even recognize her.
These are real results, real people. And again, we'll speak to some folks in this hour. We were talking all before the show, and everybody of the team was kind of sharing some of their diet stories, kind of horror stories. And the reality is that all you do today is say yes. You say, yes, I'm going to do it. We send you all this food, a month's worth of food, 20 days, right? Weekends off. You follow the food. You eat the food that's in front of you, and whether it's the thick crust pizza, whether it's the mac and cheese with turkey sausage, whether it's going to be the lasagna with meat sauce, the creamy chicken Alfredo, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, you eat it perfectly portioned. Chef-created cuisine. You eat it and it is giving you what your body needs, not only to feel full, to feel satiated, but to lose weight. That's the joy of Nutrisystem.
And you know what, Adam, I want to point out what everyone is seeing right now on air is you're seeing like yellow packages, blue, you're seeing red. Yeah. Everything is color coded. So what you're looking at right now, the yellow, those are your breakfasts. And see that meal planner down there in front? Your meal planner is going to walk you through it. Then when you get to your midday meal, you're going to grab something in blue. Those are your lunches. Your dinners are red and your snacks and desserts are purple. So all you have to do is open up your meal planner and then just follow right along with the meal planner. That's all you have to do, and then add fresh fruits and vegetables, and that's your day. And maybe you don't even want to use the meal planner. There is an app, the Numi app. You can download that on your phone, scan it, and go, and you are ready.
It's so well laid out. It's so easy to understand. Everything is there for you. Beautiful color imagery as well. If you need guidance and support, Nutrisystem know what they're doing. So let's talk about the price. Let's talk about the value, because this is a weekly deal drop. We've got over $300 worth of food that we are doing for $199.95 while supplies last. Weekly deal drops are for 7 days or until they sell out. If we sell out, we sell out. So you get it home for a flex pay of $66 and change. We'll ship all of this food to you. You can do it as a single purchase or as an auto ship. And just to kind of dive into that a little bit more, Kat, you know, if folks want to try it and experience it, they've got a few pounds to lose. This is a great 20-day program. We're expecting and excited about some great results. But as you mentioned, if you've got more weight that you'd like to lose, you choose auto ship, and we will, of course, ship the food to you again and again until you cancel.
Absolutely. I was someone who had more than 10 pounds to lose. Maybe you've got more than 10 pounds to lose. So auto delivery is definitely the way to go. Because the thing is, when I first started Nutrisystem, I really didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if I would like the food. I didn't know if I would lose weight. So the first thing I was like, wow, the food tastes good. Then by the end of the week, I got on the scale. I was like, wow, I've lost weight. By the end of the third week, people in my office were asking me if I had done something different, if I had changed my hair. By the 6th week, I was a full pant size smaller. I could pull my old jeans on without even unbuttoning them. And that's the beauty of auto delivery, because the results are going to be there and your food is going to be there. And you know, Adam, I don't know if you know this. Have you ever heard of the Nutrisystem Challenge?
Oh yeah, for sure. World famous, obviously, the Nutrisystem Challenge. That's the point. It challenges us to give it a go, right?
It challenges you to give it a go, but this is what also we have in the Nutrisystem Challenge. You're going to receive 4 weeks worth of food when you order today. 20 breakfasts, 20 lunches, whatever Adam's crunching on right now. I bet it's cheese puffs, if I had to guess. Cheese puffs or maybe it's cookies. Oh, it is? Okay. See, I know that sound. But you're going to receive 4 weeks worth of food. The Nutrisystem Challenge is this: eat all of the food, eat all of the breakfasts, eat all of the lunches, eat all of the dinners, and eat all of the cheese puffs if there are any left in your box after Adam finishes eating them. And at the end of the month, if you aren't happy with the results, if it isn't everything that I say it is today, call HSN and say, I want my money back. And they'll give it to you, no questions asked. And you don't even have to send anything back because you've eaten everything. So the only decision right now is yes or yes.
And that is empowering, because it gives us a no-holds-barred opportunity to try it. You know, I just had some of the popcorn, I just had some of the cheese puffs. Tasty, delicious, happy, happy food that makes you feel good. You're not gonna struggle along on this journey and be worried or upset that you're not gonna like it or resist it or hate it, not like the flavor. You're gonna love everything, right? And that's the joy. When you enjoy it, you wanna keep doing it. And if you keep doing it, Kat, you're gonna get the results.
And the other thing too is you're not going to be hungry. I mean, we've got the popcorn right in front of you. That's a full serving. I'm gonna show you this bowl. This is 1 bag of popcorn. You get to eat all of this, all of the popcorn, the whole thing. Pop up your favorite movie. There you go. I was making sure there was nothing left in there. That's a lot of popcorn. that's your snack at the end of the night. Or, I like to say I'm a bit of a cookie monster. So I like to have my walnut chocolate chip cookies. These are mine. But popcorn, I'm also someone who likes to, go back to the well and keep snacking. With Nutrisystem, you don't have to look at the back and go, wow, okay, so this bag is 3 servings. I can have 2 pieces of popcorn and that's it. With Nutrisystem, you get to eat it all. In fact, I'm gonna have some popcorn right now.
You see, you want to snack on it because it's so delicious. Flavor is king, and with Nutrisystem, they know what we love. Nutrisystem, like every company, learns and evolves, and today in 2022, they're better than ever. They have refined this down to a perfect art of what we crave, what we want, and what will make us happy. Again, 20 days. Where could you be in 20 days? What results could you get to in 20 days? Let us send you the 20 days worth of food, 4 weeks, weekends off, and let's see the results. Again, if you don't love it, like Kat said, you can return it to us for a refund or just call us and get a refund of a purchase price. Talking of which, tonight at midnight, we have a product that you might want to go along with this to track your results. Tune in at midnight to find out exactly what that is. Kat, over the years, there's the latest gimmick, there's the latest fad, there's the all this diet, the all that diet, the don't do this, do all of that diet. There's so many gimmicks that come along. There's something empowering knowing that this isn't the new kid on the block, but this is the tried and tested and proven leader, and also the hero product that has truly changed lives for many, many years.
Absolutely. And I don't know about you, but for the last 2.5 years, I spent a lot of time sitting on the couch. I spent a lot of time working in front of my computer, working from home, and wearing stretch pants, wearing very comfortable clothes that apparently stretched quite a bit. So when the world opened back up and I had to get back in my clothes, I just couldn't do it. And I knew where to go to get back into my wardrobe. I knew that Nutrisystem was where I needed to turn to. And we were looking at some of the before and afters the other day, a moment ago, and we saw people who lost 15, 20, 30, 90 pounds. What if I gave you this 15-pound dumbbell and said, you know what, carry this around all day long? What if I gave you 2 15-pound dumbbells? I could barely do a bicep curl with them. What if I said carry this around? Well, this is what we're carrying around when we're carrying excess weight. But when you get on Nutrisystem, it's like putting those weights down. It's very simple, it's very easy, and it works. Here's a 30-pound weight loss right here. This is what 30 pounds down looks like. So if you've got maybe 130 pounds to lose, Nutrisystem can get you there because it's 1 pound at a time.
And Kat, let's just talk about that for a second, because when we're carrying around more than we want to be carrying around, we don't maybe smile as broadly as we wish we did or wanted to. We don't feel confident in pictures. We, are trying to hide ourselves, as it were, or conceal maybe what you're not feeling confident about. Obviously, when you lose that weight, it brings and unleashes a whole new vibrancy and excitement. No matter what your age may be, again, don't be dragged down by past experiences. With Nutrisystem, it's about a fresh start. There's nothing easier, right? It's laid out for you in such a way that you can't make a mistake with it. It's this simple. We send you this food, eat this food, and lose the weight. And it's good food, and it's exciting food. Kat, just the feeling of what is to what could be, that's motivating.
It's absolutely amazing, and it's something that, again, I never thought I would ever experience it. You talked a moment ago about the smile on people's faces and their afters versus their befores. I was someone that always had to hide behind someone if we were taking pictures. Or, I had friends that had kids and they would put their kids in their lap so that it would hide, you would hide it. I was someone who didn't go to the office Christmas party because I was bigger this year than I was last year. There were so many things in life that I wasn't doing because I was carrying that excess weight. And I would have to go on and do the news every single day and smile. But inside, I wanted to know that I could take control, and Nutrisystem gave me that control. And I knew it from the very first week. So if you're watching right now thinking, well, I've tried everything. That's what I said 16 years ago. I said, I've tried everything. And it was a friend of mine who saw me on air, and he had a friend that had been successful on Nutrisystem. And you can see here, I had a weight problem literally my whole life. I didn't know anything except I am overweight. I'm carrying excess weight until Nutrisystem came around. So I am talking woman to woman, woman to anyone who's watching right now. If you're someone who's been struggling with weight, if you feel like you've tried everything, if you have not given Nutrisystem a try, I want you to give it a try today. You're going to receive 4 weeks worth of food. Eat all of the food, eat all of the breakfast, eat all of the lunches, eat all of the dinners, eat all of the snacks, eat all of it. And if it isn't everything we say it is, if you aren't happy with the results that you see on the scale, call HSN and they'll give you all of your money back. And there's nothing to send back because you've eaten it. Oh, how's that lasagna?
It tastes so good. Again, I wish we could have a buffet here for everybody at home to come and kind of pick something and try something, the thick crust pizza or the meaty lasagna. It tastes gorgeous. I mean, you want the next bite, right? It just melts in your mouth. It's meaty and it's the right size, right? It's not some tiny, tiny, skimpy portion where you're gonna feel hungry after 5 minutes, right?
That's right. That's the thing that Nutrisystem has done so well, is that these are perfect portions and you're eating several times throughout the day. And you're eating comfort foods. Lasagna is a comfort food. One of my new favorites right now is the mac and cheese with turkey sausage.
Oh yeah.
Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Can't get enough, can't get enough. But let me show you how easy it is to make it. All you do is take it out, just vent the edge. And one thing too, like a lot of people, when you see packaged meals, you think, wait a minute, maybe this is high sodium. But with Nutrisystem, when you've eaten all of your meals for the day, you've only had 1,800 milligrams of sodium for the day. For the day. And experts say you should be under 2,300 milligrams of sodium for the day. So Nutrisystem is definitely there. So all you do is vent the edge, pop it in your microwave. 2 minutes later, and through the miracle of television, you've got a meal. You've got your mac and cheese with turkey sausage. I put a little salad here with it, and that's dinner. And you still get to eat again because you still have dessert. Adam, you've got to try this at some point. It's so good.
I was just looking around to see if they've got one for me to try, because that does look so good. But again, these are recipes that are new and improved and better and tastier than ever. You know, if you think about, we were gonna spend money on food anyway, right? Obviously. Let's take that money we were gonna spend on food and let's buy Nutrisystem for the month, because it's 20 days, so that's 4 weeks, weekdays, you get the weekends off. Think about that, weekends off. This is easy, it just got even easier. Weekends off. So grab this instead of just buying what you normally buy. Eat the food that obviously all tastes and looks fabulous, and see what results. How much do you think you're gonna lose? Will it be 2, 3, 4, 5, 10? I don't know, but you don't know unless you try. And if you don't love it, you call us and tell us, and you get your money back. So there's nothing to lose. The wonderful thing that we have lost today is the price tag. The price tag has been reduced from $308 retail value down to $199.95, so a significant saving, obviously. We've got it on FlexPay, got it free shipping and handling, do it as a single purchase or auto ship. The update, I'm being told, is that the single purchase is the most popular and most limited. If you do auto ship, it's every 30 days. As I talk about this, I find that I'm leaning into, I think, the curiosity. What I like about this offer is how simple it is. I understand I can do the auto ship and get a new shipment every 30 days or so. What I love, though, is this idea that for curious minds, I can buy this one time, get a month's worth of food, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks, and I can see what results I achieve. That's really an exciting prospect.
Absolutely. And you know, you said curious minds a moment ago. When I went on Nutrisystem, I didn't want to tell anybody, oh, there goes Kat again. She's on another diet. So I would kind of smuggle my meals in. I would put them in containers and I would just heat them up in the, the office microwave. And I'm walking through, and after about the third week, again, people were asking me what I was doing. And I was like, I'm on Nutrisystem. And they wanted to try it. And then somebody else wanted to try it. And then somebody else wanted to try it. So if you're going to try it today, you might want to order two and just keep the other stash over to the side for people who want to try it, because all of these meals are going to be yours. But people will get curious because they're going to see the results. You're going to see the results. And it's not just on the scale. I'm someone who likes rings. I lost a ring size when I was on Nutrisystem. Wow. I lost a half a shoe size. I was carrying weight. I didn't know I carried excess weight in my feet. And that picture there on the left, I was vacationing in Thailand. It was about 115 degrees in that picture. And I'm wearing these pants. These are literally the exact same pants I was wearing in that photo over 16 years ago. With the drawstring and everything, I can stand in one leg of these pants. And and I was the woman who would board the plane, and I could see people averting their eyes because they didn't want the big girl sitting next to them. I remember one year my boss and I said that we were going to lose weight. Like, this was probably like September. We're going to lose weight. And by the time the holiday party rolled around in December, I didn't go, because not only had I not lost weight, I had gained weight. I skipped a few family reunions because I didn't want people to see what I looked like. I was skipping class reunion. Actually, I've never been to a class reunion. It's time for me to go now. But there's so many things that weight keeps us out of, that we talk ourselves out of. Well, I'm here to tell you, Nutrisystem can help you get back in the game. And you don't even have to believe me right now that it works. I want you to see what it will do in your life. And the only way you can do that is to make the decision right now to say, I am going to give it a try. Yeah. You're going to get 4 weeks worth of food, and I want you to eat all of it. Eat all the breakfasts, all of the lunches, all the dinners, all the snacks. And if you're thinking, wait, this is a lot of food, it is a lot of food, because Nutrisystem is not about deprivation. Eat all of the food, and at the end of 4 weeks, if you decide, you know what, I've changed my mind, I don't want to lose weight, I'm not happy with this, you can call HSN and say, I want my money back, and you'll get it. You can't go into a restaurant and eat for a month and say, I want my money back. Right. You can't go shop at the grocery store for a month and say, you know what, I've changed my mind. But you can do that here with Nutrisystem, because we know it works. We just need you to know it works. And the only way you are going to know that it works is if you call in now and say, I'm in. I want to do this. And sometimes weight loss is more fun with a friend. Call your bestie and say, hey girl, let's do this together. And she's going to say, go ahead and order from me. I'll cash app you the money. But so go ahead and do it. That's what my friends say.
Do it. Let's get on that journey together, right? I'm surrounded by all this food. I just grabbed this peanut butter oat bar. Look at this. Great packaging.
So good.
It looks so inviting, right? Breakfast. We're on the go. We're on the move. We want something nice and flavorful. Let me have a quick bite of this and see what it's like. Hold on.
It's so yummy. I mean, there's so many, yes, exactly. It's delicious.
Forget that it's weight loss. This is a bar that you would want to eat anytime. Oh, that is fantastic. That is magnificent. Okay. Guys, there's a couple things. I just want to pause for a second. So let me save that for a moment, because I want to eat that. Kat said something a moment ago that I don't want it to go in one ear and out the other. I'm stood here. Come with me a second. Come here. We're out here and we're talking about 20 days worth of food, a month's worth of food, weekends off, a month's worth of food with results from Nutrisystem, the industry leader for 4 decades. What Kat just said was, we're saying all these things. We're talking about success stories. We're talking about losing pounds and weight loss. What we're saying is try it, eat it. Experience it. If in 1 month you say, wasn't for me, I'm pleased I tried it, but it wasn't for me, I didn't lose what I wanted to lose, you can call and get a refund of the purchase price. Now, if I didn't say that, if I said, buy it and try it, and if you don't get the results you want, sorry, that's not what I'm saying. Now, if I said that, then we have to think about it because I'm committing $199. What if it doesn't work the way I want it to work? I'm saying buy it, eat it, experience it. If you don't love the results, you get your money back. Now there's no barrier. Now there's no obstacle. Now there's nothing holding you back. There's no excuse. There's no, it's just, yeah, of course I'm gonna do this. What can I lose in 20 days? How much can I lose in 1 month? I buy this and that's what I get. I get a month's worth of food, 5 days a week. That's where we get the 20 from. Again, weekends off, weekends off. That's why this is such a popular offer. We're halfway through the hour. It's a weekly deal drop. They dropped the price from $308 to $199.95. We've got free shipping and handling as well. It's yours for the taking. I mean, it's yours for the taking. The food, the recipes, the thick crust pizza, the mac and cheese with turkey sausage, the meaty lasagna with meat sauce, which was gorgeous, the bars, the chocolate chunk cookies, the Biscotti Bites, the chicken pasta Parmesan, the chicken edamame power bowl, the Cinnamon Bun Bar, I mean, the garlic cheese flatbread. When you go through it, Kat, you look at one thing, you smile, you taste another, you smile even bigger. This is a wonderful, wonderful system.
Absolutely. This is that program where every day you're smiling about what you get to eat, and it's delicious. And I hear you digging into the stash again, Adam.
Sorry.
Oh, you're back to the bar. You're back to it because it's that good. But the thing is, this is a program where you smile. Before, when I was heavier, when I was carrying that excess weight, everything I ate, it tasted good for a moment, and then I would have 2 hours, 3 hours of just guilt, like, wow, I just blew my diet because I went to the coffee shop and I got a muffin and a latte. I just blew my diet because I just ordered pizza. I just blew my diet because I went through the drive-thru. And I was I was an emotional eater. I would wake up in the morning and I would be thinking about food. The day would go badly and I would be craving chocolate. That was the only thing I thought would make it better. What I noticed that was when I went on Nutrisystem, I remember one day I had a particularly stressful day at work and my car just drove to the fast food restaurant. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how that happened. I'm in the lane, and then I remember, wait a minute, I have Nutrisystem at home. I have pizza at home. I have pasta at home. And I made the decision. I turned out of it. I took control back of my car and drove home and ate food. And I don't ever feel guilty about it. I can have chocolate and not feel guilty. I can have pizza and not feel guilty. And on top of that, I can see the results that I'm looking for. If you're looking for results, if you're looking for a change, if you're someone like me and pandemic, you put on a few pounds, maybe more than a few pounds, and now you can't figure out how to get it off, Nutrisystem can get it off for you. But you have to make the decision. There's one choice today. It's yes or yes. To say, I'm going to see what Adam's talking about. I'm going to see what Kat's talking about. I want to see what these people in the before and after pictures are experiencing it. And you can experience that as well, but you have to be all in tonight.
Well, I finished the bar, the peanut butter oat bar. I highly recommend that. That was delicious. So good. We could lock the doors and talk about this all night because this is a feel-good product. This is a feel-good moment. This is an exciting moment. Whether we're looking to lose a little or a lot, we know Nutrisystem can work and it can work for you. This offer makes it absolutely doable. 20 days, a whole month's worth of food with weekends off for $199.95. Now's your turn. You can say yes. I told you we had some VIPs. I want to bring into the conversation Joey. Joey is joining us live on HSN. Joey, you're with Kat and Adam. Joey, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you guys for having me.
Joey, let's start at the beginning.
Joey.
Tell us your story.
Well, it's a story that I love to tell. About 8 years ago or so, I was 280 pounds. I was someone that was happy on the outside, but on the inside, you knew something was just a little bit off. And, I could play it off really well, though. And one day, I'm at lunch with my wife, and she has this look in her eye. and she's like, "We need to talk about something." And at first, Adam, I'm be honest with you, I thought I was in trouble, right? I mean, that's my initial response. I'm in trouble. But she looks at me and she says, "You need to make a change in your life. You need to change the way that you eat. The way that you're eating is destructive to your body. The way that you're eating is gonna make it so that you're not around for the long run for her and for my son." We only had one child at the time, and I took that to heart. Right, I knew she meant it, but I took it to heart and I said, I can make a change. And as I tell everybody, I did it the Guy way, and the Guy way was, I can do it on my own. I don't need any instructions. I don't need any directions. Let me show you how to do this. And I literally tried every single thing I could find. Every diet, anytime somebody said you can lose weight doing this, I was doing that. And nothing was working. Literally nothing was working. And I was sitting on the couch one night with my wife. A Nutrisystem commercial comes on with Marie Osmond, and my wife said, "You should try that." And so I picked up the phone the next day. I made the phone call. The product came in. I initially looked at the box of food and I said, "Wow, that is a ton of food. There's no way I can eat all this food." I read the book. I followed the program. I lost 7 pounds in the first week. And after 9 months, I had lost 79 pounds.
I mean, Joey, so to that point, what did your wife say as you started to see the weight drop off?
It was amazing. And so the thing that I can tell you that is very personal to me, that I want to share with you and with Kat, is that every day before I went to work, my wife would give me a hug. And as the weight slowly started come off, before I lost the weight, she couldn't get her arms all the way around me. She couldn't touch hands. By the end of it, after 9 months, she was grabbing wrists. She was wrapped all the way around, and so literally she was closer to me, and so it's a very personal thing. It's very, something very special to me. She was super proud of me. My son was proud of me, and I was doing things that I hadn't done before. That the weight kind of kept me from doing certain things in my life, but losing the weight really helped me participate more in life.
She must be.
And Joey, what would you say to someone who is on the fence, whose significant other maybe can't get their arms around their waist? What would you say to them to encourage them to give it a try tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. I tell everybody, because people always ask me the question, Kat, they always ask me, "Joey, what was the hardest thing about it?" And the hardest thing was picking up that phone that day to call and say, "I need help." That was the hardest part. And the person that was on the other line, Brian at Nutrisystem, I still remember his name to this day. He walked me through it, and it felt like home kind of thing. And so that was literally the hardest thing, was picking up the phone. After that, it was just following the program, reading that little booklet that comes with it, and just following the program to make sure that I was able to do it. And if any guy is out there listening right now, I highly encourage this program, because as you've seen on the TV here, everything is labeled breakfast, lunch, or
Yes.
dinner. So it's very easy for us. They're all color-coded and things like that. And that's what I like. I like simple, easy, and convenient. And that's what Nutrisystem provided me.
Well, Joey, we are over the moon, Kat and I, that you could spend a little bit of time with us here tonight. Thank you for sharing your story and inspiring so many more people to give this a go. Sending all of our best, Joey. Thank you so much.
Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, Joey.
Bye.
Kat, that's...
You know what I love about his story is
real.
he said that when he called, it's real, and he says it felt like home. Nutrisystem, people who go on Nutrisystem, it's like you become part of a family, and I want you to become part of our family, to see what it's like on the other side. When you go on the program, you see the weight loss. Everybody years later is still like, wow, this just changed my life. Every once in a while I'll run into Marie Osmond, we'll chat about it, or Dan Marino, you might have seen him in commercials. I mean, he and I talk about the chocolate chip walnut cookies because we just love the food. We love what it can do for us. We love what it did for us, and we love what it can do for you. But again, you're only going to know what it can do for you if you make the decision today to say, I want to give it a try. Nutrisystem will take care of your meals for the next 4 weeks. You're going to receive 4 weeks worth of food. Eat it all. Eat all the breakfasts, all the lunches, all the dinners, all the snacks and desserts, and then try on a pair of pants that were too tight 4 weeks ago. Go run into somebody that hasn't seen you in 4 weeks and look at their reaction. And if for some reason you decide, you know what, I'm not happy with the response, you can call HSN and they'll give you all of your money back. But here's the thing, 4 weeks is going to pass anyway. 4 weeks will go by. What are you going to do for those next 4 weeks? Do you have a plan in place? Do you have a system in place? Are your meals lined up? You have to eat. Why not eat Nutrisystem? It will change your life.
I mean, that's it. You have to eat, so why not eat this? Rather than going to the grocery store and buying all that food, get this food and know that you're getting scientifically proven, chef-created cuisine that is designed to give you the right portions, the right nutrients, but the right tools to lose weight and lose it quickly and effectively that can last. So with that being said, I know we're running out of time, only 15 minutes left. This is your opportunity to give it a go. We'll send you everything on a flex pay of $66 and change. It's free shipping and handling. Do single purchase, or you can do auto ship, where we'll send you the food every 30 days. Either or, I just want you to give it a go because I think you're going to be mightily impressed. We just spoke to Joey. Let's go back to the phones. Let's talk about another success story. This time, Vicky is joining us. Vicky, welcome to HSN. Vicky, you're live with Kat and Adam. Vicky, first of all, how are you? And please tell us your story.
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me. Hello, hello. Okay, my story starts off in, it starts off when the pandemic hit. And I was, gaining weight. I was already on the heavy side to begin with, but I had gained a lot of weight. And every day when I was waking up, working from home, it was like, oh, what am I going to eat today? All I kept thinking about was breakfast, lunch, and dinner and what I'm going to eat. And it got a little out of hand. I started really to put on a lot of weight. My boyfriend, who I've been with for 14 years, also started to gain weight and decided to start Nutrisystem. He started May of 2020, started losing weight. I was still thinking about what I was going to be eating every day. He came to me and told me, hey, Vic, you really need to get on this with me. I'm doing this. I'm losing the weight. I really think you need to do this. And I didn't want to, I kept telling him, oh, I could do it on my own. I've done it before on my own. And he says, no, because you tried to do it on your own. I really think you need to give them a call. Well, he really, really kept bugging me about it. And I finally picked up the phone and I called and I talked to a counselor, and I mostly did it because I was tired of hearing him, complain and tell me that I needed to do this. But I said, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to try it for a month. And if I don't like it, I'm going to stop. He goes, no, you got to do it for at least 2 months. Just give me 2 months. So I called, I did it, got the food, and I just went with it. And I just started to lose, the weight started coming off. I think I lost about 8 pounds my first week. And then, of course, it gets a little bit harder because then the weight actually starts coming off. But it started to really come off. And by April 2021, which was 8 months later, I lost 67 pounds. And I feel great, and I've never been so happy. I mean, my life, it has just changed my life.
Wow, Vicky, that's amazing. Yeah. Kat, I want to bring you into this because, again, your story, you must hear stories like Vicky all the time, and you can hear the excitement in Vicky's voice, right?
Yeah. All the time. And I mean, 67 pounds, are you doing things differently now that you weren't doing before?
Well, not really. I mean, I was always working out. I was always in the gym, but of course, it defeated the purpose because all I would do was eat. But now that I go to the gym, it's like the weight comes off, you know what I mean? It's not like I'm defeating the purpose, and I don't feel all gross and heavy and, oh my God, I'm so full because I just had those nachos for lunch, I go in and I feel great and I'm energetic. I even ended up becoming an instructor, and I have my own classes now, and I've got so much energy, and I love teaching, and I love exercising, and I love getting up in the morning. I don't have those oh, my shoulder hurts or my back hurts, you know, I don't struggle getting out of bed. The minute I hear my alarm clock go off, I just get up and I'm ready to start the day. So it's given me a lot of energy. But that's really about the only thing that I've really been doing different. It's just, you know, the working out and watching what I eat and sticking with it. I'm at the point now in my life where I can go off of it, you know, here and there if something comes up on the weekend or even during the week. But I'll tell you, the minute I feel like, oh, I put on about 5 pounds, I am right back on it. And that's what Nutrisystem taught me, was how to be able to do that. I wouldn't have never been able to do that before. And I've been able to keep it off just by, you know, getting right back on it. The food's delicious. You know, people look at me and they say, oh my gosh, what have you done? And I tell them, and I've ended up recruiting about 12 people. My sister started it. She's already lost 23 pounds. So it's just been an amazing, amazing journey for me. Nutrisystem is amazing.
Wow, 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 wow. Vicki, I mean, seriously, we couldn't have asked for more. I want to ask you one last thing. Vicki, will you help Kat and I? Because there are still so many people, many people who are watching right now that have tried everything and are fed up and tired of the diets that have not worked for them, and they are skeptical, and they don't want to feel that feeling of failure, as it were, because it can be so isolating when your heart wants to do something, but it doesn't achieve. What do you say to all the people watching who want to try this, but are hesitant, they're skeptical?
Okay, everybody, just pick up the phone and make the call, because I was hesitant. I didn't want to do it, and it changed my life for the better. The best thing that my boyfriend did to me was bug me about getting on this program. And just do it. Just try it. Like you said, you know, you can return it if it's not for you, if it doesn't work for you, but I can pretty much guarantee you it's going to work, and you're going to continue to be on it, and it's going to be more than just 1 month. So pick up that phone and call and order your food, talk to a counselor, ask them what, you know, how the program works, what you should eat, what kind of snacks should you eat, and they are so amazing. The customer service is stellar. They will tell you everything you need to do. I was on the phone for about an hour with the counselor, and he was awesome. And I don't remember his name, but he was really good and helped me through it. And if I had any questions, I'd just call back, and everybody was just really nice. So just do it.
Vicki, you are awesome. We love you. Thank you so much for taking the time to spend with Kat and I. Vicki, be well. Lots of love.
You too. Thank you. Bye now.
Kat, we are running out
Adam,
of time.
I just want to...
This is powerful stuff, right?
It is powerful. And, you know, Vicki mentioned the counselors. So you're going to get a guide that looks like this, a meal planner. On the back, there's a toll-free number that has counselors standing by that you can call. So if you have any questions while you're on the program, a lot of times losing weight can feel very lonely. Nutrisystem holds your hand all the way until you get to the finish line. So if you need to call and brag about your weight loss, if you want to call and talk about how hard your day was and you're feeling your car accidentally drove to the fast food restaurant, you need your counselor to say, wait a minute, no, come back. Or maybe you have questions about how to use the New Me app that you're seeing right now on the screen. You can call that toll-free number. It is just for HSN customers who are on the Nutrisystem program. But we are there with you. But you can only be here with us if you pick up the phone today and say, you know what, I want to give Nutrisystem a try.
We have our cameras set up on a couple shots that I want you to ask yourself, what diet have you ever been on where you can eat cheese, bread, pizza, things that pasta as well? What diet have you been on where you can eat the favorite foods, your favorite foods, the comfort foods? Nutrisystem have worked to perfect this over 4 decades. These are the foods that we inherently crave, that we lust, that we want, but they've done it in such a way that they have given us the right portions, the right nutrients to help us lose that weight. 20 days is all we need. 1 month supply, one try, one chance, one call, as everybody's been saying. Let's send you this 20 days worth of food, a whole month's worth of food with weekends off. Let's see where you get to in a month from now. Let's see where you are. Who knows the results? Here's what we do know for sure, Kat, right? If we don't call and we don't do it, in 1 month's time, we're going to be in the same place that we are today, right?
Absolutely. And I've tried everything, and I've also seen what else is out there. A friend of mine told me that he was on some program that he can only eat within certain time frames during the day. I was like, I'll never do that. I have to eat when I need to eat. I'm busy. I have another friend who's counting macros. I have another friend who's counting points. I have another friend. Meanwhile, I'm eating. I'm not counting anything except for the days until summer, because the days are going to pass. You have to eat something. Why not eat food that you're not going to feel guilty about? You know, I used to go through the coffee shop and I would get a latte and I would get a muffin and I would eat it thinking, well, I'm hardly eating anything during the day. But then when I really looked at the calories, I had already consumed 1,500 calories in just that muffin and that coffee. With Nutrisystem, you don't have to worry about how many calories are in this. Are these the right carbs? Is my sodium right? They have done all of that thinking for you. This is something where it lifts a weight off of your shoulder. I used to think about food all the time. What am I eating for breakfast? What am I eating for lunch? What am I eating for dinner? And then I would eat something and I would feel guilty about it. Nutrisystem gets rid of all of that. I want you to go into your closet today and find a pair of pants that are like my pants. Those are going to be your before pants. Maybe it's a dress that you want to get into, but save it, keep it. This is the one thing I have from when I weighed over 240 pounds at one point. And you know, I was probably in my mid-30s. I was maybe 35 or so when I first went on Nutrisystem. That picture in the left, where I'm wearing the green pants that I'm holding, I'm 35 in that picture. Right. I'm 53 today. They always say that you can't lose weight when you get older. You can't keep it off when you get older. I feel better at 53. I move better at 53. What do you want to do? What are your goals? Because Nutrisystem is about personalization as well. It's about getting you to your goal. But you've got to make the decision today to say, I'm going to give it a try. Eat all the food. Literally eat all of the food. And at the end of 4 weeks, if you aren't happy with the results, call HSN and say, I want my money back, and they'll give it to you.
I mean, that is it gives you a sense of how confident Nutrisystem and HSN are of the results. Now is your turn to do it. I know we're about to wrap things up. We have 5 minutes left. We'd love to take your call right now to place the order. We can see you calling in, as many of you have done already in this hour. You can go to hsn.com or download the HSN mobile app. The pricing is right. We know that. We know with the weekly deal drop, we've got the right price, the right value. Over $300 worth of food that we're sending to you for under $200. So $199.95, FlexPay, best friend, any major credit or debit card. It brings it home again for about $66 and change. We've talked about the thick crust pizza. We've tried the amazing lasagna, which was honestly delicious. You saw me eat that gorgeous peanut butter bar as well. There's nothing left here but an empty wrapper now. Now you can absolutely taste these flavors also. I mean, honestly, Kat, we said at the beginning, there's always something new, the new kid on the block. It's nice to have the proven winner, the tried and true and tested system that has been there and done that. People don't realize, though, as well, Kat, the Nutrisystem of today is better than the Nutrisystem of 10 years ago because everything gets better.
That's right. They've got a tried and true system, but the foods are getting better. They're getting tastier. They're getting more comfort. I mean, there's so many different types of pizzas, the pastas, the comfort food. And you said a moment ago, they're a winner. My dad says, stick with a winner. Nutrisystem is a winner. And you can be a winner as well when you start the program. You can win at life. You can win in whatever it is you are dreaming of. Because the other thing that Nutrisystem did for me is it made me believe that I can do anything. Because weight loss was the thing that I never thought I could do. And when I went on Nutrisystem, I realized, wait a minute, it wasn't that my body had failed me. It was these other programs just weren't designed to work. They weren't designed to take the weight off and to help teach me how to keep the weight off. So it really opened up so many areas in life for me, and I want that for you. I want to hear your stories. Next time you see me on air, well, not tomorrow, but in 4 weeks from now, when you see me on air, call in and say, hey, this is what happened. If you see me on Instagram, you know, send me a DM and say, you know what, I love it. Like maybe you're like Brian, who lost 86 pounds in 10 months. 86 pounds, that is a lot of weight in less than a year. I mean, these stories, it's story after story after story. Look at Linda, who lost 80 pounds in 12 months. That again is a life-changing amount of weight. I'm sure she's happy. I bet her doctor's happy too. 80 pounds in 12 months.
And that's really the other part of the story, right? It's about the confidence factor, the looking good, the feeling good, the smiling brightly, but it's also the health factor. We all want to, please God, live as long as possible and live as healthy a life as possible. Kat, we know that if we can get down to maybe a more ideal weight, that's good for our health in every way.
Absolutely. And you know, I got one more story. I used to hate going to the doctor's office because, you know, they weigh you every time you go.
Sure.
And I would get on the scale, or right before I would get on the scale, I would take my shoes off, I would take my rings off. If I was wearing hair extensions, I would take out the hair extensions before I would get on the scale. And then once I got on Nutrisystem and the weight was coming off, I was like, hey, you know, like, let's do the scale. Let's get on the scale. I wasn't trying to game the system. And that's what Nutrisystem isn't trying to game the system. They're trying to get you to your goal weight so that you can get on with your life, so that you can smile in those pictures, so that you can go to the class reunions. Are you someone who's already decided you're not going to your class reunion this summer, or that you're not going on summer vacation because you don't have anything to wear? There's still time. If you make the decision right now, say, I'm gonna give Nutrisystem a try.
We're ready to go for summer. It's 20 days, it's a month's worth of food. Where can you be in 20 days' time, in 1 month's time from now? How much weight will you have lost? That's the excitement, that's the journey. Simple as this, eat the food. Eat the food, and a month later, let's see where you are gonna be. We think you're gonna be smiling from ear to ear. It's all color-coded: breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. No guesswork, no counting, no doing any math. No, not eating between this period and that period. Eat the food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snacks, and you are good to go. Kat, I want to thank you so much and ask you for final words on our amazing Nutrisystem offer.
The final word is, if you're someone who has struggled with weight and you really think, I'm big boned, I'm fluffy, like I used to tell myself, I'm here to tell you, it's not the case. Nutrisystem can change your life.
Kat, thank you. A pleasure. Thank you for guiding us through it. Be well, and I'll see you next time.
Bye.
Thank you, Kat. I want to thank Vicky and also Joey for tuning in tonight and sharing their personal stories. So powerful, so authentic. It makes a big impact. It makes a big, big difference. I hope you have ordered yours. I know you're going to be excited with your Nutrisystem journey. Well, thank you for watching tonight. 3 amazing hours. I hope you bought something that you love. A new day is about to begin on the world's first shopping channel, and it's something good. Good night.